What's up, YouTube? Keeping it a Benji, and I'm getting back with y'all. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but I caught it. And No Jumper just dropped another clip that they gonna be dropping for the whole interview pertaining to G-Face. You know, they ain't gonna drop the interview yet. They gonna drop it in clips, I guess. You know what I mean? And anyway, you know, they went down the path of bringing up Snoopy Badazz again. I get it. Everybody's not really feeling Snoopy Badazz. Brick Baby don't like him. G-Face ain't feeling him. It's just how it is. However, G-Face proceeded to call an individual that was incarcerated, and he's supposed to be the dude that Snoopy Badazz told him, right? And dude pretty much said the opposite of everything that Snoopy Badazz said pertaining to him and his involvement of telling or not telling, or however Snoopy Badazz want to put it or flip it, right? And to fast forward it, dude said something like, if Snoopy was a real gangster, if he was that much of a G, he wouldn't have took off running when he killed his friend, or, you know, whatever he did to him allegedly, right? And my thing is this. This is where it goes bad when we start mixing these cameras and this podcasting and the internet and the YouTubing with the streets, because number one, I don't believe that you should be letting people know, like, you know, on there they said his name and they said where he was from. So I wouldn't want to be on no public platform broadcasting that I'm sitting in the cell with a cell phone that I'm not supposed to have. You know, he called, G-Face called him, the phone got disconnected, he called right back. You know, you in here showing the world and telling the people in that jail and that prison that you in there with a cell phone. I don't think you want to let people know that. Maybe cloud or maybe whatever, I don't know, you know. And then he goes off into telling all these stories. I mean, telling this story, and in the form of him belittling Snoopy Badazz, he's telling on himself. Now, I get it. He got convicted already. He got a life sentence. However, what about the future? You know, what about the possibilities of parole or an appeal or anything that could just work in your favor? But seeming like you're not really remorseful, and, you know, you kind of like playing big G versus little G with the whole street variables that's going on and taking place. I don't see nobody sympathizing or voting in your favor. So to me, it's like somebody gotta always be a thinker in the room or in the circle or in the group. You know, because out of everybody sitting there at the table that's supposed to be street people, and mind you, you know, 600 was right there, but 600 wasn't really chiming in on that, and he didn't really participate in that, and, you know, he like a special guest. Like, he not even really the special guest. Like, you know, it ain't even his interview. But G-Face and Brick Baby and obviously Adam 22, you know, they was all in on it. You know, asking questions, such and such and such. And that's just how it went with the dude on the phone from the prison. So somebody should have stood up on that and been like, you know what, that ain't a conversation we should have on this platform, because the dude that's on the calling from prison, he might be going through like certain type of feelings, or he might be in a certain type of mood, and he might not be thinking clearly for tomorrow. And he willing to do what he do or say what he need to say. But in the form of trying to like bash Snoopy Badazz, we all could be just hurting this other individual that's supposed to be a stand-up guy. Now, mind you, yeah, he making some mistakes by being so loosely with letting everybody know he's in the pen and he got a cell phone and he confessing to these crimes just so he could try to really let everybody know that Snoopy Badazz did tell, you know, hey, look, I'm the dude that did it. He really, I'm telling you, I did it myself. He the one who told. So it's like you pretty much paint that type of picture, but I don't think that it was worth it. Now, if you're going to have a backyard phone call on speaker with 20 of your homies and 20 of other people and people that's keeping it straight in the street, then I would understand that. But to get on the public platform, to give out all your information, tell on yourself, that's very dangerous, and it's probably going to bite you later on in the future. And I'm just kicking this game out to anybody else that was watching and keeping up with all of these occurrences and understand where I'm coming from, you know? Because sometimes it ain't really worth it. It's like a picture. I don't know if y'all ever seen the picture, but it's like a picture where like a dog catching, or like a wolf or some coyote or something, chasing after a bird. And it was so much on trying to bring the bird down, a bird took the coyote off the cliff. So, you know, we got to be mindful on what's worth what. Like when it comes to want to hurt somebody else. Like, is hurting somebody else is worth hurting ourselves in the process? Depends on what it is, you know what I mean? Because I can get that. It depends on what's the scenario and what it's worth. But to me, just for the public and the podcast and for the no jumper and all that, I don't think the dude that called, I don't think it was worth to put himself under so much of that. You know, I don't think he should have told on his cell phone there. I don't think he should have told everybody and let them know he's operating with a cell phone in there. But pretty much, y'all get the drift. Let me know how y'all feel about it in them comments. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. I'm out.